Alright, so I'm back with a new demonstration video. And so before I start, I just want to explain a few things. So the first one being the difference between color correction and color grading. So color correction is really the process it is to make like the footage look exactly the way the human eye sees things. So that is just like natural video, whereas color grading is where you can create the, like almost like aesthetic of the video, make like the colors really pop, make it look really nice. And so the next being why the eye and the computer monitor might not be reliable of adjusting color. So it really boils down to a lot of different factors, some of which could be like pixels or display resolution. Something might look really nice on my computer, but then on a TV monitor it might not look as good. So it's just really important to check the color levels on Premiere rather than just like eyeballing it, making sure it looks good. And then finally, the wave form monitor. So this is it right here in the top left, and this shows what colors are present in the clip and what colors are the brightest. So as you can see here, this is a really exposed shot. So all the colors are very, very bright in this. And in a few seconds, I'll be editing this clip to make it less bright. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to kind of fix up this clip. As you can see, it's very exposed. And we'll have our waveform monitor up here to help us as well. So I think I'm just going to use basic correction here to fix this up. So temperature, you can make it warm or cold. So I'm definitely going to warm it up a little bit since it's so exposed. And then I might add like a little tint to it as well. Just a tad. And then exposure, I definitely want to bring the exposure down. As you can see, just bring the exposure down a little bit is bringing down all these colors on the waveform. So it's kind of getting rid of how bright it is, which is what we're gonna want. Contrast, I might bring it up just a tad on there. Highlights, I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. I might bring this one way down. Yeah, right. That seems good. Shadows, I think maybe bring it down a little bit. Looks pretty good. And then whites, let's see, maybe if I bring it up, it'll lighten it up. There we go. And that looks a lot better already. That looks pretty good. So you can see the waveform, like now we can see that it's not as exposed, so that's really good. And we took a very bright picture, or excuse me, shot, and we really edited it up using just basic correction and making it less exposed and more color created. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to use the vector scope to your advantage. So where the vector scope really comes into play is how you can look at different colors rather than waveform, where it's really focused more on lights and darks. So over here you can see this is the vector scope over here. And so I have the Seattle skyline video here. And so I'm going to decide to make it warmer to really make those oranges and reds pop around there, because then when the video goes to dark, it'll make it look really pretty rather than before it's just really kind of stale and blue. So adding that temperature really makes it nice and warm and really elevates those oranges and reds and so on. Maybe a little less tint. Yeah. This is how you could use the vector scope to your advantage. Alright, now I'm going to edit this clip using the color wheels, and I'm going to have some help from the vector scope over here. So as you can see, the colors are going directly towards blue and cyan, so we're going to want to change that up. So we're going to go towards color wheels here in the Lumetri color panel over here. And so the midtones, I'm going to want to get some more warmth there. So I'm going to bring it up here so I can get some more reds and oranges. That looks pretty decent. Shadows, let's see if I can make that a little more warmer as well. Maybe just a little bit. Oops. The highlights, let's see here. That a little more warm. And now you can see from our vector scope, it's leaning more towards some other colors other than the blue and cyan. You know, it's reaching, you know, a little more everywhere, and some strays towards red. That looks pretty decent right there. And that's how you could use the color wheels with some help from the vector scope. And you can see now, one last thing is you can see it's completely, you know, spread out and even. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to use the leave color effect. So you're going to want to go to the effects tab, find leave color. So I'm going to take this and just drag it around the clip. And so right here you can see it just popped up in this top left. So you're going to want to click this eyedropper tool. And oops, there we go. Hold on. And now it's yellow. I'm going to do that again because that was just really weird. So you're going to want to click the eyedropper tool, go over to the clip, and you're going to want to select which color you want to leave out. So I'm going to click that yellow because I want that to stay. And so you can see the yellows match. And you go to amount to color, you're going to want to go all the way to 100%. As you can see, your clip will now only leave that color that you selected. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to add a Lumetri preset to your clip. And so this is just something that you're going to want to put on the clip, and it'll change the color of the entire clip. So here I have Lumetri presets put up in the effects tab. There's a whole bunch you could pick. Go to monochrome, I guess. Let's see, maybe faded. Let's try this. Drag that around your clip. Now you can see for the rest of the clip, it'll be in black and white. So that's how, if you want to add a color to the entire clip, you could use that.